Hi, how are you doing? Now in this section we're going to learn about constructor pattern. So it's pretty much similar to factory pattern. The only difference is how it is called. Okay, so for example, this is a function. This is the regular function we use to create this object. Okay, which was also known as factory pattern. So the only difference between constructor functions and other functions, for example, this function, is the way in which they are called. Okay, so any function that is called with new operator acts as a constructor. That's why it is called constructor pattern. Okay, so let's try making it a constructor pattern. Okay, so we're not going to create new object. Okay, so all these properties and these methods we will assign to this object directly, instead of, because we're not creating any new object, so we're going to assign to this directly. And then we're also not going to return new object because we're not creating any object. Okay, so now how are we going to invoke this, how are we going to use this, is using this new operator. Okay, so now this has become a constructor pattern. Okay, so the only difference between the constructor function and other functions is the way in which they are called. Now we are calling using the new function, a new keyword, and instead of creating an object and returning the object and assigning the arguments manually, what we're doing is we're using this object. So the properties and methods are assigned directly onto this object. So this has become a constructor pattern. So let's give it a try, refresh, and as you can see, the output is exactly the same. But one more thing, it is the convention of using the uppercase letter whenever you're using the constructor pattern. Okay, so for example, I could use this create person, or even call it just person. Okay, so this is the convention. It's not necessary, but this is the convention, so it's always a good idea to follow the convention. Okay, so every time you're creating a new constructor pattern, you make sure you have the uppercase letter to begin with the function name. Okay, so this is a constructor pattern. Let's give it a try again. As you can see, person object has all this, another object has different properties. So this is a constructor pattern. Now the next one we're going to cover is a prototype pattern. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.